Hi, you guys. My name is Marcelle Abel. Obviously, this is my page, right? I'm making this quick video because I want to talk about something that I know we all have done, myself included, and that is the weekend binge eating, right? You kind of feel like, yay, the weekend's here. I'm going to go out. I'm going to eat. I'm going to party. I'm going to drink. I'm going to just let loose, really, right? But then what happens after that? The guilt sets in, right? And we totally get off track from any other goals that we might have had. So as an online coach, I have worked with hundreds of people on this, and I am not a nutritionist, but I am just a mom who has dealt with trying to lose her own baby weight after having twins, and I've learned a couple of tips and secrets that I want to share with you. Okay, so rule number one, I guess tip number one, it's not a rule, right? Don't skip a meal. So if you do go out and you have that big, unhealthy, delicious, disgusting breakfast, followed by mimosas and everything else, don't skip the next meal. Make sure you are still keeping your body on track by having some proteins and some veggies. I would lay off the carbs a little bit, but stick with your proteins and your veggies, all right? Tip number two is drink water. Make sure you are flushing out your system from that big old binge meal. Doesn't necessarily have to be a breakfast that you binged on, but make sure that you are getting water in to detox. Now, for those of you who comment on this video below, I will share with you personally one of my favorite detox water recipes, okay? So drink lots of water. Number three, get moving, get your body moving. So obviously the last thing you want to do after eating a big, greasy, delicious meal is go pop in your insanity disc and do 30 minutes and feel terrible afterwards, right? That's not what I'm saying. Get your body moving, go for a walk, maybe do some active recovery, maybe some Pilates or yoga, or go for a short jog or something to get your body moving. It's not going to feel so good right away, but trust me, it's going to be very helpful psychologically and physically long term, just to make your body feel like you're getting back on track, okay? Tip number four, cut your carbs the next morning. This is a big one here. So if you did binge eat the day before, maybe lay off the bagels and the cereals and the granola the next morning and stick with a nice light egg white scramble with vegetables or something. But try to lay off the carbs the next morning because you want to give your body a chance to kind of catch up. Usually when we binge eat, there's a lot of unhealthy calories there. And so you want to stick with the lean proteins and the veggies so your body can kind of catch up with that, okay? All right, here is my last and my biggest, best tip ever for you. Don't slash the fourth tire. If you don't know what I'm saying, what I mean is just because you go out on the weekend and you binge and you have all these meals, it doesn't mean that you need to make that a habit. It doesn't mean just because you ate unhealthy that day or that weekend that you are useless from here on out and you can't even get back on track, all right? So what? It happens. It happens to the best of us, no big deal, but don't make that a habit. Don't create a slippery slope and make it harder to get back on track later on, okay? So it happens, get over it, follow these tips to get back on track, life goes on, okay? All right, you guys, thanks for listening. Don't forget to comment down below, and I will send you personally one of my favorite detox water recipes. Have a great weekend. Thanks, guys.